Hi guys, my name's James from plumberparts.co.uk and today I'm going to teach you how to fix the dot and dab walls. We're going to show you on the job actually putting a dot and dab wall up in our studio and then hanging a really heavy radiator from it using these Corefix fixings made especially for this particular problem. We're also then going to pop back to my gaff, move the tuk-tuk out of the way and save my marriage single-handedly by putting up this automatic hose reel on the dot and dab wall on the side of the garage. Phew! There'll also be the usual songs selected by my Patreon AL Army crew and links to our Amazon store, so at the end of the video you can go and buy these excellent fixings yourself. So let's get on with the video. So for those of you who don't know, a dot and dab wall is usually a plasterboard sheet that's got a load of plaster blobbed onto the back of it or onto the wall itself, and then the plasterboard being pushed up onto the wall with the plaster or bonding coat on the back being used as an adhesive. We then hammer that all out, but we're always left with a gap, and it can be a small gap of 5mm, sometimes it can be a big gap of 20mm plus, and this is a problem. Obviously I've got the wall and everything behind me there, but it's a better idea if I show you what a dot and dab. Oh, this is going off already, shit! Oh man, this is quick. It's quite old. Look at that, look at it. Maybe we'll be able to get some of that just flattened out. So look, the problem we have with dot and dab walls, and this is a very common way for builders and guys in the industry to put walls together. There's nothing different about this. And this will also work for walls that have been battened as well. And the problem that we have is if we're gonna drill here, if I hold this up, you can see light through that little gap there, okay? Now that is no good. When we come to tighten up a bracket on here or something, what's gonna happen is it's just gonna drill and it's gonna pull this piece in half. It's going to break because there's a gap for it, so there's a gap for it to take in there. Now I've had a similar problem with the exact same type of bracket on the exact same type of wall on a job, and that was actually before these came out. We screw on there and look, you'll see, look, that is going to press, and this whole piece is just going to go like that and break and go in. And the weight is on this piece like so. And what happens is that is the movement that this wants to do. And as you can see with the light coming through the back here, what's going to happen with a weak piece of plasterboard? It's going to break and go through. Now, this has been a problem for ages. A lot of guys used to get over this with like spray foams and stuff like that. But fortunately, Corefix have come up with a way of doing this properly. And it's brilliant. It's really, really good. It's exactly the same amount of time that it takes to screw a hole, a plug, and then do all the rest of the stuff and the praying that you have to do. Now how they work is we've got a large plug like this, a screw like this is the 100mm screw, and we've got a bridge that we can create with this metal sheath just on here. And that all goes together like so and goes in. What the metal sheath allows us to do is tighten up on the back of that and not collapse this. How cool is that? Sorry, I've just got to do some behind the scenes stuff for the Patreon massive. AL Army, hold tight. Yeah guys, so what I'm doing here, as you can see, we've got the cameras there, we've got that one tracking up and down. Right, so fairly straightforward. Let me just swap this beast over to being an SDS drill. Right, so you drill a 10mm bit. Now the way you'll know that you're going in, I mean you don't know when you've got a nice big flat bit of wall like we have behind us here, whether you're going to be going into dot and dab or not. Now the way you'll know is when you start drilling, you'll get the telltale thump. Check it out. Look, and there's that bump there, okay? We don't want to be seeing that. But then look, what we'll do, we'll carry on drilling in. Sometimes a good way of knowing how far you've got to drill is just get an idea on there, or even if you want to, a little bit of tape around it. It's up to you. So look at that. If you get your drill bit, pop a tie wrap on there. Look. You can see exactly how far down you want to drill. Nice little handy tip for you. And then just get drilling. Now, as you probably saw there as well, these are really, really soft. And I wanted to show it to you on a soft type before we moved on to something that's a little bit harder. Pop that in there like so. Then we can get our bridging piece on like that. Then you just get that on there like so. Okay, I'm gonna have to very quickly swap this out. Look at that, we've still got that gap there. We've got no pull down at all. I mean, that has stopped that piece from going in. I could tighten that up more, but you could do another one there. How easy is that? Right, ooh! The proof is always in the pudding. Now, you know I like to show you exactly how you use a product like this. First thing I'd like to show you though is just, if you sometimes want to find out where the dab is, okay, I'd always recommend you use one of these anyway, but just a little bit of information. You can do it often by sound. So, that's the dab, hear that? Now this radiator is not light at all. It's pretty heavy. This is what I'd use for this type of rad. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to hang this radiator on here using these products, and then we're going to see how it hangs on there and what it's like, okay? So as you can see guys, these do a great job. Look at that, just hanging that radiator on there now and just popping those little back bits on there to stick it out. And it's really good as well that it shows that these can take the weight of a radiator from one anchor point just at the top, whereas a lot of the time you'll find radiators have got more than one anchor point. So look at that there, but we're not finished yet. I've got another job that I can show you that my wife is going to be over the moon that I get sorted out. But guys, the proof's in the pudding, innit? I've put on a bit of the old weighty boo. Let's see if it'll take my weight. Got the fixings up here. So actually we're only holding the radiator of two fixings, because the bottom fixings are the ones that use the weight of the radiator to hold it back against the wall. So look, let's see if it takes my weight. Let's have a look. Ooh, I'm holding on, I'm holding on. Hey, there we go. Cool, I can do some pull-ups on it. Ooh. Definitely passed that test. Yeah, I know what you're wondering, why has he bought a tuk-tuk? Well, it's for my other channel, Times of James, obviously. I need to attach and replace this irritating hose reel for a wall-mounted one, and what perfect thing to do, listen. Oh look, we've got a dot and dab wall to go on. So, what better idea than using some Corefix beasts to get these on and actually drive home to you how well these work when you're trying to fix this sort of problem. Now, I have got one little caveat here that I want to tell you about. The walls here have got lime mortar between the bricks, which means sometimes when you drill into them, the bricks move before anything else happens. So this is a bit of a risk. We'll see if it works. What I'll probably do is start off with a small drill bit and then just open it up and get it bigger and bigger and bigger. Nearly, where he is. Yes, just killed a mosquito. Right, I think we're on a winner today, aren't we? I've killed a mosquito. I mean, how good can it get? Let's get this marked up now and get this installed. So for this, I started off actually just putting a 6mm bit through, just because I knew the bricks might be a little bit movie if I whacked the 10mm bit through straight away, and then expanded my holes out. I mean, you're going to find most guys do this fairly regularly if they're doing fairly sort of larger size holes. Once I'd done that, it was really straightforward. I mean, this is the thing about this video. It's not like rocket science. If you get the right product, you get an easy job that's effective and works really well. And yes, I'll be replacing the fixings for the bib tap with these just as soon as I finish this video. Quickly swap the beast over. I mean, that is so cool, isn't it? Right, now, should be able to get my 3 screws. Should be able to get this nicely tightened up. Don't want to over tighten that because of the plastic, but wow, man. Oh, that's not going nowhere. Whew. Oh, Brilliant. The good thing about this as a test for this is the fact that what we're putting on there, it's got a lot of end-on weight, especially when it's full of water. So let me bang that on there now. Pop that on there. Gorgeous. Hey. Hey, look at that, guys. Well, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how this has worked. It's held that radiator up over at the studio really well. And I thought, you know what, I've got this little job to show you over here. I know it's like, it's not really plumbing, is it? Let's face it, a little bit of hose lock. But it shows you that those fittings on a wall, actually on a wall where the bricks are a bit poo as well, but also we've got a big, like proper gap like that, but behind the dot and dab, just shows how well this product works. I'm really impressed with Metex's stuff. I don't know if you remember a couple of months ago I installed the rat blocker as well. I mean, check that video out on our channel, how to stop rats getting in your drains. Honestly, everything that I've had from them so far has been top quality. So you can buy their stuff, like I said, on our Amazon store, so check that out as well. Click on the links below, guys. Really impressed with the stuff, and yeah, it's nice to know that people think up. Let's face it, innovation is all about solving those little problems, getting over them. And that's why you get products like this. They're intelligent ways, they're simple, and they're effective. So check them out. If you're ever doing a bit of dot dabbing, if you're hanging up a TV, stuff like that, these are perfect for the job.
I got this radiator now that you see. It's gonna be so heavy when it's out to 25G. Filling it with water will therefore we won't see. But all of this is only if I use the right fixing. I know this might sound crazy, but I don't want my radiator to fall down. I just wanna use the right fixing, baby. And that's when Metex comes. And that's when Metex comes around. They also good you're almost back at the way the creatures die and die, yeah.
I can't believe it's holding this really heavy radiator up. My God!
And they get mighty good at just reaching the little leg that can't be seen, yeah.
These Metex fixings are really something. How do they bridge that dot and dab?
I'll tell you later, young man. You just be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. And if you don't, I'm gonna come round there and set my tabby cat on you. You don't want that.
So thanks everyone who's watched all the way through and listened to this silly song. This song was chosen by my patrons. You can become a patron and join the AL Army by clicking the link below. We do weekly live videos on the AL Army every Thursday night at 7 PM. So join us for an hour of having a quick slurp of a lovely beer or whatever your tipple may be, even if it's non-alcoholic, and talk about plumbing and get to select the next song and what happens in this channel.